Good afternoon, everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to Mental Health Talk with yours truly. I am Christina McIntyre. I hope that y'all had the best week that y'all could. If we couldn't get to something or something didn't go our way, let's not worry about it. Let's focus on the now and continue to focus on the future. Don't forget to visit my website, www.becomeyourc.com, where I talk about our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of ourselves to help unveil our true identity. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Become Your C, Facebook, BYC Become Your C, also YouTube, BYC Become Your C, and I'm also on TikTok at Become Your C. I want to let you know that I have a book out. It's called Become Your C, 21 Poems to Ignite Your Spiritual Journey. So if you're interested in reading something that challenge your thinking, make you think outside of the box, there's a link on my Facebook page. Also, is available as an ebook or a paperback. Also, if you're interested in learning about the holistic approach to mental health or everyday living, dealing with the chakras, you can message me as well. I have necklaces and bracelets and keychains for sale, also to be an aid on your journey as well. I've been saying this the last few months because during the winter months and the fall months, we tend to get a little more sad and depressed because there is not as much sunlight as there usually are in the spring and the summer times. A lot of people suffer from SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder, because there's not much sunlight. We're not getting what we need. So it's important that you know that this is just temporary. There are things that you can do to kind of elevate your mood a little bit, such as exercise. Try to get outside as much as you can. Do things that bring you enjoyment. Make sure you focus on the positive instead of the negative. I know, like, a lot of times I'm ready for bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon because there's no sunlight. So try to keep your body moving, right? A body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest will stay at rest. Also, if you're feeling more sad than usual, more depressed, you're contemplating suicide, let that not be an option. There are people that are willing to help you. The suicide hotline is 1-800-273-8255, or you can visit them at suicidepreventionlifeline.org. We need you here. You have purpose. You deserve to be here. Get the help that you need so you can live your life to the best that you can. So the topic for this week is the effects of the holidays on mental health. So during these months, we tend to get more sad, we tend to get more depressed, our anxiety goes up, our stress level goes up, and it's important that we realize that the holidays are important, they're special, but it's just a day, and we have to realize that we can't let one day take away from us living every other day. During this time, it's a lot of people that get affected by the holidays. So, in general, 1 in 5 adults suffer from mental health illnesses each year. That's about 51.5 million people. But for us people with mental health disorders, 64% of that number, which is roughly 33 million, experience increased anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and stress levels during the holiday season. Also, substance abuse tends to be higher during the holiday season as well for people that suffer from mental health disorders. Also, your stress level goes up during these times. And then it's important to recognize what's going on before it gets out of hand, right? We don't know that sometimes our depression can take the best of us, so we have to recognize the signs. Like for the last few weeks, I found myself going back into depression because of the weather. I need like the sunlight. It helps my mood. And also, the holidays are hard now, especially we're still in this pandemic. Families are isolated, and so we tend to think about those things, and it causes us to feel sad. And so what I had to do for myself, I started to pay attention to what I was eating, tried to listen to Christmas songs to bring me in the mood, trying to do things that I know can help some. Like, I can't control the things that's going on the outside, but I can control what's going on inside. So try every day to be consistent in making your life the best that it can. The reason why a lot of people suffer during the holidays, I say people pleasing. So it's great to give gifts and receive gifts, but a lot of us are going in debt. A lot of us feel obligated that we have to give everyone gifts. Especially with our children, people get really upset if they can't afford to buy the kids the things that they really want, or they're sitting there overdoing it just to compensate for all year. I say if you give them gifts just at random throughout the year, even your children, you give them things throughout the year, you don't have to worry about one specific day to overcompensate for that. And this causes a lot of stress. Now you're sitting here worrying whether your child is going to love you enough because you bought them all those gifts. I realized throughout the years with my nieces, nephews, and my own son that children, yeah, they want gifts, but they respect the time that you give them more, right? Spending the quality time, making homemade cookies, watching movies, drinking hot chocolate, doing a popcorn string. So those are the most important things. I think sometimes we feel like we can buy people's affection and love with the gifts. But it's important to realize that your time is the most valuable thing that you can give to someone. Yes, give gifts, and I say give gifts out of love, pure heart. If you don't have the money to do so, don't feel like it's an obligation to do so. I think a lot of times we were taught like we have to give, but if you don't put yourself in a negative hole financially because you're trying to compete with everyone else. If people do give you a gift, appreciate whatever you give them, whether it's something you want or not. I believe that when we appreciate and have gratitude for those things that we receive, we get more things in abundance. So accept the gift, and if you can give of your time, sending a powerful message through a text or a conversation with someone, just spending that time with them could impact them more than actually giving a gift. I said isolation during this time. A lot of people feel isolated, right? Pandemic isolated a lot of people. It broke up a lot of families. And so it's important to know that you are still here and you have to work with what you got. This pandemic definitely separated. Like normally my family, we all get together for the holidays, and last year and this year we didn't, and it kind of takes a toll on you, like mentally, emotionally, because if you come from a big family, if you're a family person, you want to be with your family, right? It's a special bond. So it's trying to figure out what to do and how to navigate through that, right? And it can be emotional. So you have to deal with what you got. You can always phone call. They have video calls. For those that you can stop by and see, make sure you take time out to do that. Sometimes people only require a little bit of time with them, just to make sure that you're checking in on them, that they feel special. Sometimes if we do things for other people, it makes us feel better. I know that I like to do things for people, and it kind of touches my heart. It makes me put me in a better mood. So maybe sometimes instead of like wanting others to do for us, maybe we need to do for others as well. Also, affordability, I'll talk briefly on that. A lot of people get sad, depressed because they don't have the financial means. You only can control what you can control, right? So your budget, it is what it is. It's not going to change overnight. what's most important, what my aunt always taught me was like, you take care of your house first. That's the most important thing, that you have a roof over your head, you have food in your stomach, and you have clothes on your back. And anything else is extra. So during this holiday season, as long as you have those three main things, anything else is extra. People think that you have to spend a lot of money to make it count. Like I said, if you know how to bake, you could bake people homemade pies or cakes or cookies. If you are creative with your hands, do a craft, that can touch someone more than anything. So don't let the holiday season put you in a negative financial situation where here come next month and you are behind on your rent or electric bill or your car note because you were trying to make up all year for this one day. And I think that if we gave gifts throughout the year, like little things to people, we wouldn't have to worry about making it up so much. Like I believe like if you have children, give them what they need. And if they have been good all year, maybe give them one thing that they want. But don't go bankrupt trying to keep up with everyone else. Like maybe somebody is better off financially than you. You're trying to compare yourself to them. Deal with whatever situation you have. And don't feel like you're less than or you're not worthy enough because you can't do this extravagant Christmas or holiday season for your children if you have children or for your family as well. You being here is what matters the most because there are going to be other Christmases where you can do. Focus on doing what you can now, and make sure that you have those three main things. As long as you have them, you can continue to move forward. Also, increase sadness because of grief and loss. Some people have lost people over the holiday season, so for them, it's not a happy moment. It tends to be really sad and really depressed, especially if you're dealing with loss. And so a lot of people don't want to celebrate because it's a reminder that they no longer have their loved ones that have passed away here. So it's important to know people, like if you're dealing with someone and you invite them over for the holiday and they choose to decline, you have to respect that. You don't know what they're going through. Maybe being around the family members or being around that situation might actually increase their sadness. So just take the holiday season for what it is, and respect people for their decisions. So here goes some numbers. So 68% of people are financially stressed during the holiday time. 66% are lonely. 63% feel like it's too much pressure. 57% feel unreal expectations, and 50% cannot be with their loved one. This is why depression, anxiety, sadness, and substance abuse increases. So if you choose substance abuse as a coping mechanism during the holiday season, just try to think about the outcome, right? The later. The more you drink or whatever drug choice you choose, just think about the effects of it on your body and your behavior and how you feel afterwards. I know sometimes we use substance abuse as a coping mechanism, but the problem will always remain. The situation is not going to change. So you doing this is only going to take away that pain momentarily. So I'm not saying don't have a glass of wine or a drink or do whatever you want to do to make you feel in a better mood, but anything that you do consistently, it becomes a habit. So we don't want to create unhealthy habits. We want to create habits that are going to help us grow and be vital to our existence. We also feel overwhelmed during the holiday season. A lot of stuff going on. If you're preparing dinner, if you're running around, you're trying to take care of business, you feel the pressure of trying to do everything. So what's important is you check in with yourself, right? You do self-care all the time and ask yourself, are you okay? Are you doing too much? I think sometimes we do too much. We're trying to prove something. We have nothing to prove to no one but ourselves. And we don't need to put this pressure on ourselves to celebrate the holidays, especially when there are other people, and then ask for help as well. I think sometimes some people do enjoy cooking a big meal. It is relaxing, but you can also reach out for help right? Or if you need something but you don't have the money, but you know someone else, like just reach out to say some to someone, hey, like I'm struggling this holiday season, or just in general, I'm struggling. Is there any way that you can help me in this little bit? It doesn't even have to be monetary. I think sometimes we think helping is monetary. No, somebody may need you to watch their kid for a little bit so they can work, especially during the holiday season coming up. A lot of kids are out of school. So look at that as a gift, right? We look at like gifts as, the things we get in the store and stuff like that, but anything could be a gift, especially if it's helping you or it increases your value of time. People expect too much of us, or we put too much on ourselves. So we can't let people put too much pressure on us, and we can't do it for ourselves. We have to know our limits and our boundaries, and it's okay to say no. It's okay to set those boundaries, because once they're crossed, right, we are responsible for the outcome of whatever we accept. So if you know that you are not mentally in a safe space to, let's say, throw a dinner or to be out in public amongst people, let people know. And if they don't understand, then so be it. You don't have to answer a phone call. You don't have to return a text. You don't have to let someone else's expectations of you mess up your whole spirit, especially during the holiday season. If you want to be alone this holiday season, it's okay. They have things that you can do. There's movies to watch. You can go take a walk. I don't think there's many restaurants that's going to be open. Sometimes it's okay to be by yourself, to give you time to self-reflect and to meditate and to think about what you want to do beyond, this holiday season, because it is only like what we have Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then it's over. So we can't let those 2 days bring us down. We can't let those 2 days affect the rest of our days, right? People try to keep up with everyone instead of being realistic. Be realistic with yourself. I know a lot of people now aren't celebrating the holidays as they used to, because a lot of people are realizing maybe it wasn't created for what it's supposed to be, right? So respect people, whatever they believe in. Maybe some people choose, hey, I'm not celebrating the holidays no more because of this reason. Respect them for that. Now you can't get together outside of that and say, hey, this is just a family get together or a friend get together. Know people, know their value and what they bring, right? And so definitely it's important to just spend time with people, not putting a label on the holidays, the Christmas, what I enjoy. I enjoy the spirit of the holiday season, the lights and just the energy and stuff like that. So it's important that you realize that time with these people, not putting labels on the holidays or anything, is the most important thing. Being around your loved ones, feeling the energy of that, hearing children laugh, hearing people joke, or if you have a family that likes to play games, that's the most enjoyable thing. And also, if you do get together, if everyone brings a dish, the whole pressure of it doesn't have to be on you, whether it's at your house or not. The holidays also can bring up trauma from people's childhood. Some people don't like to celebrate the holidays because maybe they didn't have a good holiday season in their childhood, right? Maybe it was a lot of negativity around the holidays during their childhood. So for them, the holidays are a painful experience. So if someone tells you like, hey, I'm not celebrating because of this, don't put too much pressure on them for them to answer you or give you a lengthy answer. Let them be by themselves. Let them celebrate in a way that they want. Also, it can be hurtful to bring up that trauma, so we don't want to force people to do that. Also, the holiday season can cause us to question our own values. What I've been learning about the holidays, especially the last few months, it's definitely make you question where the basis of the like Christmas and Thanksgiving began, and when you really learn about it, you have to question why it came about. A lot of people, bring up These holidays were created so the stores can make more money. So what's the whole purpose of it if we're just going out and giving our money and going broke because of something someone else created? And I say create your own traditions. It doesn't have to have a label on it. Say once a month you get together with your family or friends and you do something, or you celebrate just being alive. Maybe once a week you do something. Take yourself out on a date, or gather a whole group of friends or family and just do something outside of just putting this label on Christmas or Thanksgiving. It doesn't have to have a date that's defined on the calendar. You can create whatever you want to happen, so make it happen. Also, what can we do to make it through the holidays? We can exercise and eat better. And this is about self-care. So there are things that you can do to elevate your mood. Certain foods elevate your mood. Moving your body can elevate your mood. Get a good workout in. If you can't get to the gym, that's okay. YouTube is full of videos. They still have DVDs out. If you have a laptop, if you have a membership on a laptop, there are a lot of things that you can do to increase your mood. Like smoothies in the morning. I've been doing them the last couple of weeks. It definitely does elevate your mood. So find nutritious food. You can eat well during the holiday season, but also make sure that you don't mess up any progress that you already had. Also, meditate. Meditation is very important for mental health and emotional and spiritual health as well. Make sure you take time to sit down with yourself and see where you're at, especially setting goals for yourself daily and weekly, and especially for next year and coming. Make sure that you have that one-on-one with yourself so you can figure out what's going on the inside, because I think a lot of times we neglect ourselves because we're so focused on the outside world. Make sure you do this daily, if not daily, at least a few times a week. It's important that we connect with ourselves on a deeper level. Set realistic expectations. If you can do. If you can't worry about it. Again, we only can control what we can control. If we can't control it, we can't worry about it. So let's set real expectations for ourselves and for others as well. If someone tells us, hey, we can't do this, don't feel sad because they're not neglecting you. It's just that they can't. And if you can't, then someone else shouldn't feel that same pressure. Plan ahead. If you're going to do something, plan ahead also. This takes pressure off of you from running around trying to get everything done at the last minute. I think a lot of us procrastinate as well. I do this sometimes, and then I'm sitting here running, trying to do everything at once. And then I feel overwhelmed, and what happens when you try to do too much at once? Things just start falling apart, then you feel more sad, and you're stressed out, and you're throwing things, and yelling, and you're cursing. And so make sure that you take time to plan. It's important. It's a lot of planners out there, the dollar store sales planners. Write things down, put things in your phone, set reminders often so that you know what you have to do. I started doing this at the beginning of the year, and it's definitely helpful because I forget a lot. I write notes, and I have a planner, and I write things in my phone, and sometimes I still forget, but it definitely helps you stay focused. It's okay to say no, especially if people ask stuff that you cannot do. So don't feel bad for saying no. Don't feel ashamed for saying no. You only can handle what you can handle, and that is okay. Again, start creating your own traditions. Appreciate what you have and you can do. We feel overwhelmed at this time. We feel like maybe we don't have enough. And I say, if you want more and you strive for more, then do those things that can help you achieve more. But don't forget to appreciate and have gratitude for what you have right now. If you have a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food in your stomach, then you have a lot more than what a lot of people have right now. I know it's hard because we want more, and it's okay to want more and to achieve for more. But don't forget that you have a lot. If you have breath, that's more than a lot of people. People die every day. So as long as you have time still left here on earth, that's the most valuable thing. Listen to some uplifting music, right? Music affects our mood. Our cells respond to the music that we listen to. So try to listen to things that's going to bring our energy up, our spirit up, right? I've been playing holiday music for like the last week or so, and it definitely changes your whole perception. Also, do things that make you happy. So if you like walking, if you like painting, baking, if you like having conversations, do those things that bring enjoyment. It just doesn't have to be set on just one day. Remember that holidays come and go. Don't try to do everything at once. Give what you can if you can't give, but remember that giving from your heart matters the most. And time is the most valuable thing that we have. So if you can give someone your time, your space, and your energy, that's the most important thing. A lot of times, people just want to feel connected with people. So you being around, them being around, it was what matters the most. Take time to be grateful and enjoy. So just remember that during the holidays, it's important to realize that this day is only temporary. It comes and goes in 24 hours. So you have the after. And so what you're going to do after and before. We tend to overthink and overcompensate the holidays, I think sometimes, because we feel like we don't do enough all year. We can't make up for what we didn't do all year in one day. So spread it out. Maybe try different routines, different traditions, different things that can bring you enjoyment and happiness. Don't allow one day to take from what was accomplished all year. Start planning now. Reorganize your life, especially like, let's say you have to be alone during this holiday season, or you're not being with your family. Maybe take that day to rest. If you've been working all year, you've been stressed all year, and take time for yourself just to enjoy the moment, watch some movies, eat some popcorn. If you're not cooking, make sure you have food prepared. And just think beyond the holidays. We have a lot to prepare for, right? We have the winter coming up, which, it's going to be icy. So we need to prepare for that. We can't go into financial strain over one holiday because it's a lot more days to come. And just focus on that. We have so much to be thankful for and so much to have honor with. We can't give it all away just for one day, one created holiday. And it's special, right? I enjoy Christmas the most out of all the holidays. But the older I get, the more I realize that me being with my family, me spending quality time is what matters the most. Yes, I like receiving gifts, so I'm always appreciative of anyone that gives me anything. But I value the time more than anything because we're only here for a limited amount of time. And so I want to spend as much time with these people that I love as I can. So do that during the holiday season. Just sit back and reflect and remember that you are what matters the most. Those people are what matters the most. And then give where you can. You don't always have to give money to make someone happy. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. You can watch me each and every Sunday at 12 p.m. here on cmpradio.net on Facebook. Also, don't forget to visit my website, www.becomeyourc.com, where I talk about the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of ourselves to help unveil our true identity. Also, follow me on Instagram at Become Your C, Facebook BYC Become Your C, YouTube BYC Become Your C. If you're interested in learning about a holistic approach to mental health and everyday living, you can always message me as well. Remember that don't let one day take away from all the days that you have. Be grateful for everything, and that's how you receive more abundance. Remember, fall in love with yourself so the world can fall in love with you. Till next time.